Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're tuning in from. This looks funny. I'm sitting in my truck. Well, my husband ran in the tool store. Hey, I'm tuning in because we're going to talk about a couple things. First of all, today is day 17 if you're doing the 30-day challenge. So check in. How are you doing? What are your goals? So we talked about doing a 30-day very specific goal, one or two, right? And then every day accomplishing that. So it might have been working out or drinking water or eating better, but what is it that you have been going after for 30 days? Check in. So today's your day 17. For me, it's working out. Yesterday I did a body pump workout and I think I pulled my lower back. It feels much better today, but I was like, So mine was working out consistently for 30 days. The workouts look different. Yesterday I did body pump. Today I have not worked out yet, but I will. And we're going to dive into a couple conversations. So the last couple days, I feel like the conversations around cheat days or cheat meals or cravings, like nighttime cravings, or how do I not grab that donut? How do I stay on course? Can I have a cheat day? And I just wanted to give you a little bit of an understanding how I look at it. And maybe you look at it differently, but where are you tuning in from? Good morning, or good afternoon. I know there's some people tuning in from across the world, which I think is amazing. And so where are you tuning in from? How are you doing? What are your goals in general? So even if you're not doing the very specific 30 days, I feel kind of cloggy. I haven't even eaten today. Anybody intermittent fasting? I'm intermittent fasting today. I don't do it every day, by the way. I probably do it consistently 3 days a week, maybe 4. So if you're an intermittent faster, do you do it all the time or here and there? I feel cloggy. I don't know why. If you're brand new, post new below. And my name is Stephanie. Our family has been on this journey for 5 years, and we love to come and share with you what works or what doesn't work, what works for us. But to really, truly give you a mindset, here's my full focus, or my main goal is to help a mass amount of people understand that this is not a one-size-fits-all. And especially women, if you're watching your husbands or you're watching your best friend, there's so many variables, right? But if you can get in the mindset of, well, if I'm mentally ready, I will be able to choose and make better choices. Most people underestimate the power of your mindset. If you keep watching everybody else, guess what? You might it'll either work for you or against you. Let's say that. You can probably watch somebody else's journey and it'll either diminish everything that you're doing and it'll be more of a jealous comparison, or you can watch somebody else's journey and it'll make you work harder, right? And so you've got to be aware of how you watch people. You don't want to watch somebody to compare. And if you're doing that, then you can't watch that person. If it's pushing you harder, that's a different story, but everybody's on their own journey. So this keto, low carb, KetoMOM page is not about a one way, the only way, and then you're done. That's not the case, because it doesn't work like that for lots of people, right? Some people are low carb or keto or lazy keto or dirty keto, whatever you want to call it. And so that's not what I was going to say. But anyways, okay, the two questions that I've been getting, well, 3. When is the blueberry KetoMOM fuel coming out? Today. We've got a couple options for you to grab ketones, and it's my mom fuel. So there's blueberry ketones. You might see it today. Has anybody tried the new berry flavors? They're amazing, by the way. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I call it my mom fuel. I drink ketones every single day. It gives me the energy. It gives me the appetite control and the focus. It's amazing. So you've got a couple options. If you're a current customer, guess what? Be watching it about soon, hopefully. Sometime today, and you should be able to get your hands on some blueberry acai. It's my favorite flavor in the whole world. If you have no idea what I'm talking about and you just want a trial pack, I have 5 days. Isn't this fun? Look at it says Mom Fuel. I have 5 days. It's going to be a mixed varieties for you to trial it. At least 2 or 3 of them will be blueberry, and then I'll mix it with a couple other flavors like raspberry lemonade, Splash, Heart Tart, but so you can try the product and give it a test drive. So we do 5 and 10s all day long, and I love it because you can get it in your hands, try the flavor, see how your energy, your focus, your appetite controls. It helps with fat loss and better mood and better sleep. It's an amazing product. I've been drinking it for 5 years. So this is how my journey started, by the way. But I mail these out every day. So if you want to know more about that, post 5 below, okay? Now, here's my cravings and my help with cheat meals or cheat days. It's Saturday. It's Saturday where I'm at. Maybe it's Sunday where you're at on the other side of the world. But what I want you to simply know is this, okay? Let's do cheat days first. Let's say that you're going to a friend's house today. Let's say you're going to go out and about. Let's say you're going to a restaurant because most of the restaurants are opened. Or maybe you're just getting donuts for your kids, right? The only thing I want you to know is simply this. A cheat day is up to you, right? A cheat day or a cheat meal, all is dependent on your mindset. What I mean by that is this. If you can have a donut, if you can have a cookie, or if you can have sushi or pizza, whatever that meal is that you want, right? Maybe you've really done a good job. You've stayed focused all week or for the last 2 weeks, and you're like, oh, I'd love to have some Fruity Pebbles, a donut, a cinnamon roll, pizza. I love sushi. Whatever that is, the only thing that I want you to understand is this. You've got to be able to get yourself back on track. So what I often hear is if you don't have a tool to get back on track or the mindset to get back on track, you can spiral out of control. Let me know if this makes sense. So if you have a cheat donut this morning, right? What happens is something might come up this afternoon. Maybe somebody swings by. Grandma's always at our house. She's got popsicles, and we love Grandma. And she loves to make dessert. And so there's no shortage of desserts that show up. So if something shows up at your house, or maybe somebody invites you out for lunch, or whatever the case may be, you're at a party and they order pizza. What happens is if you don't have something to get you back on track, you're like, oh, that's fine. I'll start tomorrow. So it's the entire day, which isn't bad, right? You have a cheat day. Tomorrow comes around and Grandpa drops off donuts, because Grandpa dropped off donuts at our house the other day, a massive box, and the kids freaked out. Okay, so then in your mind, you're like, well, I'll just eat one. It's fine. The rest of the day will be fine, right? The rest of the day comes by and you grab those things that you don't want to grab, because what happens is when you have a cheat day or a cheat meal or a cheat snack, what does sugar do? It causes ridiculous cravings. Like, who can have one donut and not want another one, right? Like, everybody's bodies. It doesn't matter if I'm drinking ketones to help with cravings, but if I eat that donut, I'm going to go, man, I'm so sorry. I'm going to go, I wish I had another donut, right? Can anybody grab an Oreo and not want another Oreo? Can anybody grab a cookie and not want another cookie? What I simply mean is this. If you have a cheat day, a cheat meal, a cheat snack, you're gonna trigger something in your body. And so you've got to be able to get yourself back on track, right? Some people can. Some people can go one and done. Some people cannot. And so if your goal is like fat loss, if you're like, I'm really honest, like I'm focused, I've got this, then you might not have as many cheat days or cheat meals, because it's going to trigger something that you're going to go, oh no, I'm out of control. So all I want you to be aware of is if you do it, you gotta get back on track, which is kind of where the next conversation comes in. Cravings from having a cheat meal, cravings at night when you're sitting around and watching a movie, habit, emotional, ladies, that time of the month, chocolate, like whatever that is. I told somebody this yesterday. I said, okay, if you're having some cravings, do a couple things. Or if you ate the Oreo and you only wanted to eat one, or if you ate the donut or the pizza or whatever it is and you want to be done, the easiest thing to do is go brush your teeth. So I know it sounds silly. It is the best trick in the world, especially at night, right? When you're done with dinner, go brush your teeth. Go use mouthwash. If you're out, let's say you're at a restaurant and you ate a meal, bring some gum or a mint and pop that in. It's going to take the cravings away to not have the dessert if you don't want to. If you had a donut this morning, go brush your teeth, rinse your mouth out. If you're having cravings at night, if that doesn't work, right, fill up a water bottle with water and put lemon in it. So lemon water is great. Another one is pickle juice or pickle. Like pickles in general take any cravings away that I were to have. So I hope this is helpful. It's not that you can't have a cheat meal or a cheat day. It's not that you can't enjoy yourself. We are all human and we all live in a world, not everybody, so I shouldn't have globalized, but like I would say in my world, there is no shortage of sugar ever between people bringing it over, going places, like the accessibility is ridiculous. So you could easily spiral out of control. So get yourself back on track, right? So what do you do? I'm curious, do you have a cheat meal or a cheat day? What's your favorite thing and how do you get back on track? Do you allow it to go all day? Do you have to kind of stay focused? And then what do you do to help combat cravings, whether it's in the evening or after you eat a cookie? So I brush my teeth, I rinse out my mouth, I grab some water, I get out of the kitchen. I mentally know that if I eat more than one cookie, I'm going to have a stomach ache. So I just always tell myself it's not worth it. That 30 seconds of like glorious sugar craving deliciousness, I'm going to pay for it. So if I have something, I'm like one and done. But when it comes to sushi, that's a different story. So I do pickles at night. Like if there's something that I really want to eat or if I'm a little hungry, I'll grab a pickle, gone, right? I brush my teeth, gone. I drink some water, and I walk out of the kitchen. So you just have to figure out what works for you to help you stay on track. That's it, right? And so I hope this was helpful. I would love for you to share below all the tips and tricks that you do that works for you. Some people go, well, can I chew gum? Yes. Grab some sugar-free gum. This is not about living in a bubble of perfection because there is no perfect world and there is no perfect diet. There is no, you have to figure out what works for you. And we did. So it's been 5 years. We've been able to stay on track. We do a low carb keto. It just depends on where I'm at on our journey. There are days that I slip up and there are days that I feel amazing. There are days that I grab the donut and there are lots and lots of days that I don't, right? The donuts that my dad brought, I did not grab the donuts because I don't like them. So lucky for me, there's only one type of donut that I like. And if it's in the house, I'll probably eat one, which is really rare. If it's not, I won't eat anything else because I don't love donuts. Chocolate chip cookies are a different story. But I just don't make those things. Just so you know, this is my last thing that I'll let you know. I don't make the stuff that I know I'm going to grab in my home. So I often tell people, well, what is that one thing that you're going to grab at night, right? Is it the chips? Is it the Oreos? Is it the ice cream? Whatever that one flavor is, whatever that's one thing that you just can't say no to, don't keep it in your house. Don't keep it in your house. Your kids don't need it. Your husband or your wife doesn't need it. My kids don't need that. And if they want ice cream or if they want chocolate chip cookies or if they want something, Grandma probably will bring it over later. Or they'll go to my sister's house and it'll be there. Or there's other places that you can have treats, right? Birthday parties and gatherings. I do not keep those things in my home because if they're there and I'm looking at them, especially if they're on the counter, eventually you're going to cave. So hide the treats, get them out. The couple things that you tend to gravitate towards, sorry kids, mom can't handle it, dad can't handle it. We're not having those here. You can have those at somebody else's home. So that's super helpful as well as just removing it and it will help you immensely. So we covered cheat days. It's not that you can't, you just got to get yourself on track, right? We covered how to kick cravings. I like the pickle option for sure. And then 5-day experiences. So if you want and you're already a customer, watch for the blueberry acai, which is these berry flavors of ketones, by the way, are ridiculous. I love the flavor. I love how I feel. And so many of you are already drinking ketones and make sure you're in my customer group. So if you are a customer of mine and you are not in my customer group, please post customer below so that you and I can chat. And if you want to trial my mom fuel, post 5 below and we can chat. And so you'll get a variety of flavors. 2 or 3 of them will be the berry that you can try and the other ones will be random flavors that you can get all the time. But post 5 below and we will chat because I have been drinking this for 5 years. this month is when my husband handed me a packet. And actually, just so you know, the packet looked like this. It was a blank packet because back then the only flavor we had was orange. And he said, Stephanie, if you drink this and you're in ketosis in under an hour, because all it is a powder, you put it in some water. He goes, if you drink this and it puts you in ketosis, which you can test your blood, and he goes, it's going to change thousands of people's lives, because he did the diet up and down for years, and I thought he was crazy. But this is like a life preserver, right? It gets your head above the water. It gives you energy, focus, all of the benefits you need. And then from there, you eat the best you can. You don't even have to be strict keto. So these are going out today. Message me your questions. I would love to chat. I hope you guys have an absolutely amazing weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.